You know what's interesting, Vortex? Is how much we think we know about somebody based off of minimal amount of information. It just kind of proves that everybody has surface level thinking. Because they're not looking for the context. Like, I'm a polemicist or whatever, you know, so I just shit on everything. I've wrestled with that for a long time, but I do think it was the devil taunting me. Because if you live in this world, you're probably not going to be, you know, positive all the time. But maybe that's just my own personal struggle, you know? I never said I was fucking perfect. You know? It's like, say you look at a picture of somebody, and from that picture you make an assessment about who that person is. But you don't know the context of the picture. Like, okay, so, you know, this is how they cancel people right here. They take a picture from a costume party where you're dressed up like a slave owner at a minstrel show or something, and they want to say that you're a racist. So they take the photo completely out of context and then make up whatever they want to make up about you. It's the same thing that people do with videos. It's the same thing that people do with a tweet. It's the same thing that people do with, you know, an Instagram post or something, you know? And so it's like, I'm kind of careful now. I didn't used to be this way, but I am way more now. I'm careful to, you know, respond to people based off of a comment that they made, because I might not understand the context. And I probably don't understand, you know, where that person's coming from. So, if I were somebody else with a completely different perspective and a way of handling things and different thoughts and different ideas and a different set of emotions and a different way of processing those emotions and everything, like, yeah, I would probably hate my guts too. You know, I'd probably think that I'm stupid and all kinds of shit. Because it's like you just really don't know. All you see is the surface. So you don't know, like, the underlying reason why somebody said what they said, or the underlying reason of why somebody is the way that they are. Unless you ask them, which nobody will. Because they can't maintain their little superiority complex. I mean, I talk shit, but, like, I'm a fucking comedian that works at a restaurant. I've worked at this burger joint for, like, 10 years. So, it's like, people just want to have their opinions, and they don't want those opinions to change. But I'm not like that. I want my opinion to be changed, dude. I want people to prove me wrong. I want people to surprise me by being better. But they never will. So, I mean, if you think I'm bad now, you should have seen me, like, 10 years ago. You should have seen me 20 years ago. I mean, I don't really even pride myself on my sobriety or nothing like that. I mean, it's Colorado sober, okay? But still, you know, to go from being physically dependent on vodka to the extent that, like, my body was literally rejecting everything else that I attempted to take in. So all other food, all other liquid, rejected. Vodka was all I needed. to go from that to being sober for as long as I have, and I don't really think much of it. I really don't. I mean, it's only by the grace of God. Tea tree, by the way. How to fight off infections. Kills bacteria. That's why they're called essential oils. They're not called semi-important oils for a reason. They're not called mediocre oils for a reason, okay? But, I mean, liquor used to be essential for me. It doesn't say that shit on the bottle. But, anyway. Other comics tell me that it's, like, amazing to them that I don't drink. But that's just because, like, drinking is such a huge part of their lifestyle that they would feel very, very tempted if they weren't doing that, you know? So I understand that. But I don't know. I don't have the same kind of reward system. That's why people can't really punish me, because, like, it doesn't really have much of an impact. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't affect me at all. I'm not impervious to, you know, mean comments or anything. So keep leaving them, because it just makes my skin even more reptilian. But, yeah, man. It's like, I'm not gonna pretend to know anybody that says anything mean to me, because I don't know their nature. I don't know why they feel that way. I mean, we don't have the time to, like, explain everything. We don't have the time to explain, you know, why we are the way that we are. We don't have time to explain, like, what we really meant by a statement, or, you know, why we got impulsive and bought this thing that we didn't really need, or, like, what are we, you know, running from? What are we fighting? You know, there's just so many things that contribute to the reason why a person is the way that they are. And so for us as people to pretend that we know and to just make these claims, I mean, I know that this seems hypocritical, because, you know, this whole channel is just me talking about psychological assessments that I've made about the country and people that I meet, but I do comedy, man. That's part of it. You hold a microphone, you gotta be a little arrogant to do that. You gotta have confidence that it probably seems like it's overblown and unnecessary. Especially to, like, bomb and keep going back and doing it again. If you think that my shit's bad, you should see some of the other people. But hey, I mean, they've improved, though. They've proved me wrong. Like I said, I'm so excited when people prove me wrong. But, yeah, most of the time it's just the same old shit, right? But anyway, I gotta go to work. Hopefully this dilation will fade away in the next couple hours. I tried to be a badass and not wear these glasses outside. I literally, like, could not see anything, man. I was, like, stumbling to my car. But, yeah, I'll talk to you later. Love you, Vortex. Love ya. I actually hate it when people say that. They don't mean it. You know they don't mean it, but they say it anyway because it's a social norm.